Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, I am back. Doing the same thing I did last time because this was really fun for me to do a little time lapse of me making a friendship bracelet, which I love to do. And now I'm gonna rewatch the time lapse and just talk about what's going on in my life because I need therapy. So this is not therapy. See what I did there? Not therapy. Because I'm not in therapy right now, and this is a billion times cheaper. So maybe you should try it too. My name's Amaya, by the way, and I'm trying to quit my job, so keep watching these. Without further ado, let's watch Maya make a rainbow fishbone, chevron, arrowhead, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna change the angle eventually because I ended up figuring out how to use this for the GoPro. Well, my dad found it and we hooked it up so I could get a better angle. But I did record me making the beginning of this bracelet. And the angle was just so far away, and so you can barely see what I was doing. So now we are just the beginning of the bracelet, a couple rows in, and it's already looking pretty dope. I started this one for Pride Month because it's rainbow, but I did slack and I didn't start it till June 30th. Because I made a bunch more in June, and this was the last one. And rainbow bracelets are one of the funnest ones to make because the colors show up so awesome, and they're so awesome. So happy late Pride Month! Yay! While I was making this, I watched Homeward Bound and Breaking Dawn Part 2 because it was the last day to watch it. Um, and I just finished Breaking Dawn, the book, which is a big part of my life. If you know me, I've been reading Twilight for 2 years now. Probably over 2 years. It's taken me so long, but I finished them. And yes, I cried. Yes, I cried watching Homeward Bound 2 as well. So I would recommend watching both of those movies if you haven't seen them in a long time. Breaking Dawn, Part 2, watching it for the first time right after reading the book, mind you. Right, like literally the day after I finished the book. And are you serious? It was good. And the movies are always interesting. Just doing exactly what she wrote. If you read the books, though, it's like, I don't know. I was talking to my coworker about it, and she was like, well, I mean, the only reason the movies have meaning is because of the books, and the books are so awesome. I just wish I didn't read them first before watching the movies. I've never seen any of the movies, so that's my first time watching Breaking Dawn. Well, it looks like we are finally at another angle. So this bracelet, it was very cool to make, but the pattern just like tripped me up a bunch of times for some reason. And I haven't made a bracelet like over a tripod before. Like the tripod is right here in front of my face, and I'm like, it's just really awkward with the strings being so long, and I feel like it's just awkward. So this is honestly the best I could do at this point. So I did fuck up the pattern. And I don't even know how I switched the strings on the left side, some of the strings on the left side. And I don't know if you could tell, but I am struggling and I keep having to undo the knots over and over again. It was probably because I was watching movies at the same time, trying to watch movies at the same time that were very riveting and do this at the same time. But it's a learning process. It's what I'm gonna be doing for the time being, so they'll just keep getting better. But honestly, the bracelet turned out better than I thought it did. Because looking at it at this angle, I was just really upset with it. But now that I'm just looking at it right now, it's cute and it turned out pretty nice. Even though there is a row that I clearly fucked up on, but it's no biggie. I had fun doing it, and I haven't done a normal pattern like at this scale in a long, 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 long time. So I'm just glad to be back. Glad to be doing this again. I've been doing it for years now. And this one, so simple, but it like the way you do it, it just makes it look so intricate. It's actually really easy. I mean, it doesn't look like it because I'm undoing an entire row right now. It looks like. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Breaking Dawn Part 2, spoiler alert. What the fuck? Are you serious? I know that half of the climax was a vision, and I was literally like, yeah, are you serious? Why would they kill everybody? Are you serious? But it was just a dream, basically. It was just a vision. And I was like, this did not happen in the book. Why would they do this? This did not happen in the book. But I guess it was just like, because they could do it in the movies, make it happen in real life. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of movies and YouTube recently. Watched Sinners for the third time. So interesting. I love vampires. Clearly, vampires, on the topic of vampires, um, we dressed up as vampires at Bonnaroo, which was very fun. I still have my teeth. Maybe I'll do a vampire video. I can't because I have the teeth. Or I can do a vampire bracelet. I already did make Edward, and that would have been an awesome time lapse, but it took me 6 months almost to do that, so that would be a very long time lapse if I ended up doing another one of those. And these the video is 8 minutes long, but this bracelet took me over 3 days. Probably I watched 2 movies and a bunch of YouTube videos, and I cut it way shorter than I thought I would, just because I had fucked up so bad on that little green row. I don't know if you could see now that it's zoomed in, that I messed up. I don't even know where, and it looks like I would have to undo like 6 rows when I noticed what had happened, and I'd rather just end it. Sometimes I just end the bracelets instead of, if I mess up, I just make them shorter. I have a lot of string left over from this one that I could still use, which is great. Very reusable. Make another one, I guess, if I want to, but there's just so many more to make. There's so many more to make that I'll see what I can do with that. But still, I'm happy with how it turned out, because watching it back, you can't really tell that much. I'm really a perfectionist with these, and there's so many that I've just cut short and threw them away and just be like, this isn't good enough. And I want to stop doing that because I think they're all really cute, and sometimes I could go back to them and finish them years later if I want. And I've seen people do that. I have a lot of unfinished, not a lot, but I have a few unfinished bracelets that I'm like, maybe I'll go back to eventually. It's been, 5 years now? But yeah, I did one very similar to this probably 6 years ago that I was so proud of. So this is kind of like paying homage to Amaya from 2019. And I will show you the one. So this is the one that I did because this one was inspired by that. Hope you could still hear me. So this is the one that inspired this bracelet, because I've done a rainbow fishbone chevron before. This was the first loop I ever made. I was so proud of it. And I was so proud of this because it was just like the first like intricate one, like the ends or something that I would never do again. But it's just cute. Like, I was so proud of this one. And in 2019, it was the most complicated one I had done versus the little tiny ones I was just making. And I wanted to like step it up kind of and like do a little twist to it 6 years later, but also very similar, but this is the one that I just made. And I don't hate it. It's so cute. It's a little tiny. I could use it as a bookmark. I lost another one of my rainbow bracelets that I was using in my Twilight books as a bookmark. So maybe I can use this little guy, or I could make another one. Cause the loop, I don't know. I'm not trying to be I'm my own biggest critic, I guess, but it's a lot bigger than I usually would make it. It's still turned out nice though. And then right here is where you can't even see it. Maybe I don't even need to point it out, but where things got a little crazy, which is okay because times is crazy right now. That's why I'm doing this. It got a little crazy right there, but I saved it. I kept going. I saved it, and I have these beautiful ends that I love. And I'm excited to add it to my collection. And it just inspires me to keep going and make more because I love doing this. So I'm not going to stop. And this video is very fun to make. I can't wait to make more. Excuse me. Can't wait to talk about more. Maybe eventually the videos could be longer because what therapy session is actually 12 minutes long. But I want to quit my serving job, so I'm going to keep making bracelets and posting it on the internet until y'all see it. And y'all gonna fuck with it. Because I fuck with it. So eventually, no matter how long it takes, I'm going to keep going. If you take anything from this, I want it to be, don't give up. Keep going. It's worth it, guys. I mean, if you have seen my progress from here to here, the Amaya that made this would be so proud of this Amaya. So keep going because I want this Amaya to be blown away by what I'm making in 5-6 more years, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna quit my serving job and relax, however long that takes. And me and my dog gonna be good. Me and my family gonna be good. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will post as soon as I can after this, as consistently as I can after this. It's my problem. But once I quit my serving job, I'll have a more consistent schedule and I'll find the time. So I really appreciate you if you made it this far. Let me know. Let me know. Literally, put a smiley face in the comments. Or drop a suggestion. Or anything that I could talk about. Another bracelet I could make. I'll do it. I love doing that. Because I love you guys so much. Thank you again. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's going to be worth it. Have a great night.